All right, all right, all right. You know, however bad you think it is, it's worse. But I will say this, we got the right man for the job. There is no one who is going to go up against the things that Donald Trump has had to go up against. There's no one else qualified to do it. And I've been wanting to do this video for a couple of weeks now because A, it's Ollie Matthews and I love him and he's amazing and he's totally changed my whole life. But B, also because every time I go to a protest, it's just more and more and more disheartening to me because it just seems like there's so many of them and so few of us. There's so many Antifa BLM people who have just infiltrated every single aspect of our society, from magazines to movies to Target to Starbucks. I mean, not Starbucks, but like restaurants. And God, I just saw a freaking BLM sign on the damn National Geographic building here in DC. Like what does Black Lives Matter have to do with National Geographic magazine? Like nothing. But everybody's woke now, and we feel so alone as patriots. It's like, who is fighting for this country? I'm going to tell you who I see fighting for this country, and you guys can agree or disagree. I don't give a fuck. What I'm talking about here is my receipts and my facts, okay? I see a bunch of gay guys in Walkaway trying to fight for this country. I see a bunch of mommies and grandmas trying to fight for this country. And I see the Proud Boys fighting for this country. All these cowboys, nowhere to be found. All these real men, nowhere to be found. Who's going to fight for this country? You know, I just want you guys to think about that as we watch this video. There's not too much interjection that I personally need to do because I feel like Ollie Matthews speaks for himself very well. It's not something I need to pick apart or analyze or really add anything to. I do at the end want to tell you my Linda Hamilton story, but let's go ahead and listen to Ollie Matthews talking about Donald Trump.
Channel's going, and somebody put a comment in the comment section asking, am I ready to admit that Trump is a narcissist? And I gotta tell you, from you're already judging from from the title of the video, yeah, I guess I am. You know, it'd be kind of ignorant for me, disingenuous at this point, based on how far I've progressed on this channel and where I'm going with it, to not analyze Donald Trump and to come to the conclusion, yeah, I'm wrong. He is absolutely a narcissist. And, to even match it up to the title of the video, he is a narcissistic Terminator. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is a narcissistic Terminator.
It's a good thing, though. Trust me. He'll explain.
But he's on our side.
Woo! Right.
Wait a minute. But you still support him? Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Because he's on our side.
That's right.
Well, how could a narcissistic Terminator be on our side? Could be on the side of saving American Western democracy when the whole point of the Terminator is to destroy it. Unless you continue to connect the dots, because we're always going to be connecting dots from my last video about reprogramming the narcissistic Terminator. Donald Trump is a reprogrammed narcissistic Terminator.
It's a good thing.
So how he got reprogrammed, who reprogrammed him, who knows how it happened. But people have pointed out in past videos when I'm going after baby boomers and making all those comparisons and how they were used, like, well, you support Trump, Trump's a baby boomer. And I said, yeah, because it would take somebody from the inside to truly understand them.
Yep.
And that's the Terminator.
Yep.
So to then say, but he's not a Terminator. Well, there's a reason why he understands these Terminators the way he does, because he was one. He is one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you heard in this. Remember in the second movie against the T-1000, when we had the first protective Terminator, and Sarah Connor said all these would-be fathers, all these would-be figures, even her becoming this warrior, couldn't amount to anything in teaching John Connor how to defeat these things but another Terminator. Everything he was going to learn about defeating these things, he was going to learn from that Terminator.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Reprogrammed Terminator.
Donald Trump has been in the upper echelons of society for the last 40 years. He's seen how they think. He's seen how they act. He's seen how they strategize. He's seen how the media ebbs and flows. The media picks and chooses what they want to report, what they don't, what facts are there, which ones are not, what's made up. Donald Trump is one of the most trustworthy people because he was one of them, okay? He understands how these assholes think. He understands how these assholes operate. He's been watching it from a distance and from the inside for 40 years. This is why Donald Trump is our president. This is why we need him as our president. Donald Trump gets it. He's from that generation. He's from that old money and new money. He knows everyone. He's been on, who does he not know? Who does he not know? You can't name a network, a channel, a celebrity, a politician that he doesn't know. An administration, a president that he hasn't shook hands with. This is why we need him. And this is why I'm so grateful that he has surrendered his life. He is putting his life and his family's life, his legacy, his name, everything on the line for us. He has surrendered it all. And he has been reprogrammed. Okay? He has surrendered everything. And he has decided at this age, at this time, he is the only one who can fight for America because he saw America getting fucked since the 70s and 80s. Okay? And he went from a selfish, womanizing playboy to a hero. Okay?
Programmed to protect. So many people fall in line to protect. Will run to protect him. Will run behind him. Will back him up no matter what. Because you could see it. For the first time, you can see somebody who attacks them the way they attack us, and they can't have it. Because you're not allowed to attack them. You're not allowed to destroy them.
Right?
You're
so
not
they want us to
allowed
believe
to fight back.
We're fighting
The
back.
more you keep digging, the more dots get connected, the more this falls in line. So, I would say, in the past, well, Trump obviously was raised around narcissism. He was probably scapegoated, black sheep, whatever. I'm sure he was. But at some point, he sure understood this Terminator, and it's pretty hard. And he's gone back and forth several times on his policies, whether it be war or abortion. He was never really pro-war. The pro-life. Now that he's gone completely pro-life, like he's the most pro-life president that you have. A current medical doctor, former Army colonel for 30 years, then goes into the convent. And you all know I'm not religious, okay? Because I think 98% of these people in organized religion are full of shit, okay? But this woman spends 30 years in the military as an MD, as a surgeon, as a colonel. After 29 years of a military career, she then gives up all her accolades, any recognition, to go join, I think it's not the Little Sisters of the Poor, it's the little somebody, like Little Sisters of something, or the Little Children. It's one of these where they live in complete poverty. They walk the walk, they talk the talk. Okay, they live it. They're not walking around in giant fucking silk hats, okay, and drinking out of gold chalices with their silk and their No, these women are really doing what would be known as the Lord's work. Okay? Where her mission now is saving unborn life. And she's coming out and putting her reputation, her medical reputation, her military reputation, and now her religious reputation to sell you Donald Trump is the most pro-life candidate ever, the most pro-life president ever. Valuing human life, the most vulnerable.
All lives.
That's communism 101. Hurting the vulnerable, and who's more vulnerable than an unborn child in the womb? What more sick, depraved thing can you do than to hurt? What is the most defenseless?
And listen, I don't want to bring up anybody's personal issues or sexuality or anything, but I will say this: I got pregnant once in my life. I was not ready to have that baby. Okay. And I had that baby with a complete narcissist who has made my life and my daughter's life hell for the last 17 years. But I was responsible. And I thank God that I've never been put in another position where I got pregnant. Okay. Trust me. I was a wild girl for a long time, but I was very careful not to get pregnant. Okay. Because I don't want to deal with that decision. And I feel sorry for women who have to deal with that decision. But let me say this. We need to start getting real serious about which lives, when it matters and when it doesn't. So like I was watching, you know, like I love my true crime stuff. So I was watching like Forensics Files or whatever. This lady had killed her ex-boyfriend's fiance, and she was pregnant. And she got charged with a double homicide. Same thing with Scott Peterson. Y'all remember Scott Peterson? Right from my fucking hometown, not hometown, but from where I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. All y'all remember Scott Peterson. He got charged with Lacey Peterson's murder for killing his wife, and he got charged for killing the baby too. So let's think about it. Now, why is it in the legal system, do you get charged for a double homicide if you kill a pregnant woman, but abortion is like taking an aspirin? Something doesn't add up, okay? Whichever side of the aisle you're on, it doesn't matter. Why is it that it's a crime that you can get charged with in one area, but it's like a female rite of passage for these feminist cunts? It doesn't make sense. And as a nation, we need to get really serious about how we feel about abortion, okay? Because what's good for the goose has to be good for the gander. You can't have one and not the other. It doesn't make sense. We need to figure this out as a nation.
One child in the womb. I know that's going to raise some ire with some people, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And, you know, things are not going to change. You're not going to be personally happy until you start accepting some realities. So when you see, I'll put my faith in her. Like, I have faith in Trump being the real deal regardless. But when I see a woman like that, a woman who has been in true service to man for the last 50 years, becoming a surgeon, a medical doctor, a surgeon, and then becoming being a military officer, putting soldiers back together. And after all that, then you declare a life of poverty and become a nun. That's walking the walk. And for that woman to go up and say, you know what, Donald Trump will fight for you, I'll believe her.
That's right. I will too.
I'll take it from her. Even though we couldn't put words to it or understand it, a lot of the Trump supporters, why you throw down with Trump the way you do, that's why. Because you see it. He's our own attack dog. He's one of them, but he's on our side.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So yeah, Donald Trump was wrong. Donald Trump's a narcissist. He's a narcissistic Terminator, but he's our narcissistic Terminator.
That's right.
He's been reprogrammed.
He's been reprogrammed. Instead
of to destroy. Because remember, the Terminator will not stop until it does what it's programmed to do.
Yep.
So we have one, okay? They have millions. They have millions, but that is how strong American democracy is. American Western culture is. It is so powerful.
I'm telling you, it only took 300 in Sparta, okay? It was 5% or 3% or something like that of the first patriots who defended this land against the British. And when I talk about my 5%ers, I'm talking about these gay guys in Walkaway. I'm talking about these grandmas, these Christian moms and grandmas that I see praying, coming to these rallies at the risk of being harassed, at the risk of being doxxed, at the risk of being assaulted. They still come to these rallies. Grandmas and mommies like me. I don't give a fuck, but I have to prepare my daughter for the future. And I cannot let her live in a communist America. I could go off the grid if I want to by myself. I could go to another country if I wanted to by myself. But no, I am a reprogrammed Terminator. I am the fucking nightmare. I lived a dirty, crazy, party, wild life. I mean, not that wild, but I was responsible. I've been a swinger. I've been a cam girl. Okay? I've been in the lifestyle. If you guys don't know what that means, go look it up. I've seen how dirty and low and nasty people are with their sexualities and how that's affecting and destroying our children. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. I was indoctrinated into this communist bullshit in high school and in college. I've been listening to TV and watching TV so long, there was a time I really believed I was a victim for years. Okay? But I got reprogrammed. I reprogrammed myself. And now all my dreams are coming true. And you best believe I will take out any BLM Antifa bitch. If I can take them out, I will. Let God sort them out. I don't give a fuck. Okay? There's so much work to be done. I'm not giving up this country to no communists out of their damn minds. I'm a Terminator too. And speaking of Terminators, let me let Ollie finish, and then I'm going to tell you how I know, how I got confirmation.
One can wipe out all of them, as destructive and dangerous as they are. If everybody would just band together and say enough.
Enough.
Enough, that'd be it. They're over. They're done. They're defeatable.
They are
That's
defeatable.
why they're so virulent, trying to destroy us and take us out. So.
All right.
Well,
that's enough from Ollie. But real quick, I just wanted to share my one little story. So you guys know I grew up in LA. I've worked with tons and tons and tons of celebrities. I've met tons and tons and tons of celebrities. Back in the day, I was actually, like, my whole life, like, I tell this story, like, when I was a little girl, when I grew up, I wanted to be two things. I wanted to be downtown Julie Brown, or I wanted to be Sarah Connor, okay? When I was 24 or 25, I was working at this theater company, and we used to hire a lot of celebrities. And one of the celebrities that actually showed up to one of our shows was Linda fucking Hamilton, okay? And I just, like, it was like a dream come true because I always wanted to be her. I wanted to be Linda. I wanted to be Sarah Connor so bad, okay? So I met Linda Hamilton. I walked up to her. She was super sweet. She told me I was beautiful, and she gave me a big hug. And I feel like I'm Sarah Connor for Brandon. I feel like Brandon is John Connor, and I am his Sarah Connor. I love Brandon. Brandon is the chosen one. I'm telling you guys. There is no one who is going to bring this country together after this civil war except for Brandon Straka. He's going to bring gay and straight together. He's going to bring trans and cis together. He's going to bring black and white together. He's going to bring old and young together. He is the only one I see out there in the streets with the Christ-like spirit. And I don't even know what religion he is. And you guys know how I feel about religion, Christianity. But he is the only one that I believe has the Christ-like spirit that can unite this country. And it's not even about religion. It's about his heart. His heart is Christ-like in my observation. He is trying. He's frustrated and he's overworked and he's exhausted, but he's trying to bring this country together with love and peace. That's why I say he is the chosen one. And I told him when I first met him, which I didn't want to meet him, but I wanted to meet him, but you guys know I was trying to keep my distance in the beginning. Brandon is my John Connor, and I will be at every rally. I will have his back, and I will protect him. I will take a bullet for Brandon Straka, because in a year, 6 months, a year, 2 years, that boy is going straight to the top, and he's going to unite this nation like nobody else can. Okay? Just like John Connor was the one who was going to save humanity. Okay? But we have to protect him first. Sarah Connor had to protect him first. And so that's why I'm here for Brandon. That's all it is. I don't know him personally. I'm not his friend. I don't have his phone number. We don't text each other. But I know what God has called me to do. And you see, I'm a warrior. I'm not a cleric. Brandon is a cleric. Not everyone can be like him. The Proud Boys are Terminators. I'm a Terminator. Donald Trump is a Terminator. But we are not peaceful people. We will do what it takes to keep the peace, but by nature we are fighters. We are Terminators. We are get it done type of people. We're leaders. We're warriors. I can't claim to have the spiritual enlightenment to. I just don't have that much love in my heart, to be honest with you. I just don't. I have love for my country. I have love for humanity, parts of it, the good parts. I have love for my family, and that's why I'm fighting. But I don't have love for these niggas out here. I don't have enough love for these commies out here. I have zero love and tolerance for them. But Brendan does. And that's why he's the chosen one. So you need to ask yourself, are you ready to be a Terminator? We need you in this fight. This fight is getting closer and closer, and whatever happens, there's still going to be a civil war. Okay? But we need you in this fight, and I am tired of hearing the excuses about why you can't come to the rallies. You can come to the rallies. Just cover your fucking face. Put a mask on. Okay? You can come to these rallies. So stop talking about you're worried about your neighbors and your job and all that shit. I'm tired of hearing it. And if you can't come to these rallies because geographically it's too far for you, that's okay too. You can still provide intel. You can be a private investigator. You can check our receipts. You can do research for us. Shout out to my girl Michelle for doing some research for me. She's a badass bitch. And I need more bad bitches, okay? I need bad bitches in my life. This country needs the bad bitches. Where are the mean girls at? Okay? Where are the mean girls at? We need you. We need you on this side. Okay? You can be a little mean. I'm a little mean. It's okay. It's all right. We still need you. And here's the other thing about your online presence. How hard is it to make a Gmail or a Yahoo or an Outlook email, Proton mail? You can make as many emails as you want. Likewise, you can make as many profiles as you want. That's what these Antifa people are doing. They're making up all kinds of profiles that they're not showing their face or nothing. So if they can do it, why can't you? Why can't you support your patriots and repost and reshare the stuff that we're doing and spread the word with a fake profile? Why not? That's what they do. Help us. We need numbers. If we can't get the bodies, we need the numbers. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. God bless Donald Trump. I'm so happy to be right here in DC right now. It's a beautiful thing. It's a happy thing. And I want to try to be happy the next couple of days. I don't want to be angry. I want to be happy. I want to celebrate this country and celebrate what we stand for. I want to celebrate our freedom and celebrate our constitutional rights. We will stand fucking tall. We will stand tall. We have nothing to be ashamed of. We're not the ones doing anything wrong. But somehow, they've been able to intimidate us into silence. Well, it ain't no silent majority no more. It's the unsilent majority now. And if Brandon is going to come out of the closet, and I come out of the closet, and all of us coming out of the closet to fight this fight, so can you.